Welcome back to Two Wheel Weekly. Last week ended with a long ride attempt, so you have to give that video a check, but I just flew back from Arkansas after that, and I switched the pedals out for hiking boots. This week was all about seeing family, recovery, travel, and exploring one of the most iconic landscapes in the U.S., Moab, Utah. After flying back from Bentonville on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday were full recovery days. My legs noticed the 80 miles, but it wasn't bad. It was more so recovering from the knee pain. Wednesday, I picked up family from the airport, and then we went around to Silverton, Ouray, and we ended the day at Telluride's Bridal Veil Falls. That was a great hike, and that's what's in the background here. Thursday kicked off the real adventure. We made it to Moab and started at Arches National Park. The plan was to take it easy for the long day ahead. First stop, Delicate Arch. Probably the most famous rock formation in Utah. The short approach turns into a steady climb, but the view at the top is worth every step. Seeing that arch in person, especially after all the footage and photos online, was very surreal. From there we hiked the Windows Loop, cutting it short to save energy, but catching all the views of the North Window, South Window, and Turret Arch. Each had a very unique frame of the desert. We wrapped up the morning at Double Arch, where two massive spans share a single base. It is one of those places that makes you feel like you're standing in a cathedral made of stone. Altogether, it was about 5.5 miles, 2 hours, and 46 minutes on foot. The next stop was Canyonlands National Park, where we did the short Mesa Arch trail, quick but iconic. After that, we drove over to Dead Horse State Park. It's one of those views that looks fake even when you're standing there. The Colorado River carves a massive horseshoe bend far below. It's like a miniature Grand Canyon. Honestly prettier in my opinion. The park is quiet, less crowded than Arches, and a perfect place to just breathe, reflect, and watch the sunset. Don't click off yet, there's more to the story. Each of these hikes I've vlogged a good bit, so that'll be coming to follow in the usual fashion. And then I'll leave up some of the scenic clips with a few fun facts as well. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, we're out here doing Bridal Veil Falls. It's going to be a great hike. We got 4 of us today. Family came into town, so we'll be having a good time. 2 miles, 800 feet, I think. But yeah, we'll throw the stats up here, there, probably there. But yeah, see you guys in a little bit. We'll keep you updated as we go along. But it's looking very pretty, and it says base of the falls are 1.2 and power plant's at 2 miles, so we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be great. About to start. See you up there. Oh, difficult hiking. What a view. How crazy is that? You gotta enjoy every day out here. Make it a great day. We're half a mile in, 30 minutes. What a great view. This place is beautiful. Not much of snow yet, but the falls are already freezing, which seems crazy to me because it's been in the 30s and 40s in town. I wanted to leave in this tight squeeze. I thought it was kind of fun. It was one of the highlights of the trail. It was a very technical trail. Would highly recommend Bridal Veil Falls. Second waterfall again. That was the prettiest by far. It may be worth walking up to the top. We did make it up there. I'll show that in here as well. But I think just stopping at the second one may be the ideal way to get the most scenery as far as tips for the hike go. But look how freaking beautiful that is. Great time of year to do it. It's early November, which is nice because there's a little bit of ice down, but it's still flowing well. It looks so beautiful. Would highly recommend this hike. We'll have a lot more coming this week. We're going to Moab at least one day, and then we're going out to Four Corners as well, so we'll have a lot of hikes this week. Not many bikes. Maybe Sunday. We're 2 miles, 2 hours in. Look at that sunset. Thank God for a great day.
We're here at Arches National Park. Whee!
We're out here doing Delicate Arch Trail. This is at in Moab at, I think it's Arches National Park. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's 3 miles, like 400 feet elevation. It'll be a really good one. But what a beautiful area to be in. It's been a great week. We got quite a bit more to do this week. Tomorrow we got the Durango Spa. So I'll give you guys some of that too as well, as far as some little video snippets and let you know how that is after the fact. We're doing a massage and a 2-hour spa pass. So we'll see how that goes, but we'll update you as the week goes on. This has been a really good recovery week. Loving everything we've done so far. It's nice to see family with as much as we travel for work, so we're enjoying it. And what a beautiful place, though. That's the number one priority today, is just enjoying the nature. So see you guys in a bit. How often do we get to see something like this? Make sure you get out and do something fun when you can. It's so worth it. The opening beneath the arch is about 46 feet, 14 meters high, and 32 feet, 10 meters wide, making it the largest freestanding arch within the park. It stands alone in a bowl of red rock, framed by sweeping views of canyon country and the La Salle Mountains. The arch is carved from Entrada sandstone, dating from the Jurassic era. To make that happen, a sandstone fin forms, and then erosion, wind, water, ice, attacks the weak zones. Eventually the fin becomes an arch. Even though other arches form similarly, Delicate stands out for its dramatic shape and solitary setting. When the area was first designated as a national monument in 1929, Delicate Arch wasn't inside the original boundary. It was added later when the boundary was expanded in 1938. It's interesting to note how such an iconic landmark wasn't part of the original protected map. Well, we're out at Delicate Arch. How beautiful. It's a pretty simple hike. You could probably even get a wheelchair out here if you really wanted to. Would definitely recommend. We're, I think, a mile and a half in. Let's see. Yeah, we're 1.6 miles in about an hour. Way worth it. Out doing the double arches and windows trails. I'll show you some footage from that. Here we're walking out to the north window and south window, historically called the Spectacles, because when viewed from the right angle, the two arches look like a giant pair of stone eyeglasses. Standing between them, the nose bridge is one of the most classic and photographical views in the entire windows section. The north window is the larger and more iconic of the pair, at roughly 51 feet high and 93 foot across. The south window is roughly 45 feet high and 66 feet across. We're out at Turret Arch. This is absolutely beautiful. We're walking out here to Double Arch. It isn't actually two arches side by side. It's two arches sharing the same base, created from the same sandstone fin. The result is one of the largest and most unusual formations in the entire park. The southern span is the tallest, 112 feet high, 34 meters, and 144 feet across, 44 meters. This makes Double Arch the tallest and second longest arch in Arches National Parks. We're at Canyonlands National Park. We're at the visitor center here. Couldn't pay for a better view. What a beautiful view. We're out at Dead Horse State Park in Utah. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. Throw in some other footage somewhere around here. But yeah, this is beautiful. We've done all this in one day so far as the hikes go. So we'll throw all the data. I'll try to compile a rough number set somewhere in here too to show you guys what we've done today. But always overplan a little bit. And then if you have to cut some days out or some hikes out, you can. Because we skipped 3.1 mile overlooks today to make sure we got this beautiful view. In this next clip I mentioned the Durango Spa. Unfortunately I didn't end up filming any, but it was a great time and I had one of the best massages I've had in a long time. Alright, well we're out here watching the sunset at Dead Horse State Park. See you tomorrow at the spa. Dead Horse Point sits just outside Canyonlands National Park's Island in the Sky district. From the main overlook, you can actually see White Rim Road, Schaefer Trail, and distant buttes that Canyonlands is known for. The overlook faces a massive U-shaped turn in the Colorado River. The bend is more compact and dramatic than the Horseshoe Bend in Arizona, and the viewpoint sits much higher, giving a huge sweeping perspective of the canyon. Hey, we're out at Four Corners. I'll throw in some roll of the monument itself here, but I'm out with the family, so gonna do some minimal recording. It'll be a good day. And I learned a lesson here. If you're going to throw your camera, make sure you have something probably soft to catch it instead of concrete. But enjoy! It did go too far.